Hi guys, in this episode we're going to be taking a look at the GT Omega Prime Rig's improved pedal tray that is now on offer. Now I've used the GT Omega Prime Rig for a while now and I have to say it's a joy to use. However, the pedal tray that you get by default is god awful. I don't really know why they chose that, but they did, and it flexes terribly. You're more likely, I guess, when you're going for an aluminium profile rig to be using things like load cell pedals, and this compromised pedal tray that you get by default is just bad. But with this upgrade, that's no longer the case. So let's see how it performs. The new pedal plate is predominantly aluminium profile with two very thick carbon steel ends. Now when GT Omega say they're thick, they are very thick, very solid, very heavy. These are monsters, and honestly, it makes it a problem for me in this little box to try and get anything in and out because it weighs a lot. You get two pieces of profile in the box and two corner pieces for mounting certain pedal sets, probably things from Frostmaster and from Logitech. I was surprised to see out of the box that there was no support for fusing valve, not mentioned in the manual anywhere, and the fixing screws definitely wouldn't work. Now, this surprised me a lot because I know that this product is going to be aimed at people using load cells, people that need that extra rigidity from their pedal tray, and Husingveld provide some of the best affordable solutions down that route. Out of the box, the supported pedal brands are Fanatic, Flymagic, Frostmaster and Logitech. But with some modifications, you could probably use almost any pedal set because this is, after all, just aluminium profile. For me, I got a few T-nuts and bolts that were M6 in size, and it fits a treat. I also mounted my bass shakers underneath in the same way with M6 bolts. The end result looks a lot tidier than what I had before and definitely feels way more rigid. Assembling the pedal tray is a doddle. We have 6 countersunk bolts each side, and the front footplate has a sliding adjuster so you can get it into the right spot for you if you're driving. As I used third-party T-nuts, I did have to leave one side of the mounting solution off in order to get them in. But if yours are spring-loaded as what comes with this pedal tray, then you should be able to have both sides bolted on and be able to just flick these in. I like the fact that having an aluminium profile pedal tray like this means that you have almost infinite sideways movement for your pedals. This allows me, with my clown feet, to be able to use a clutch pedal finally. Yay! It was also a pleasure to be able to hard mount my accessories like my bass shakers. I did have to drill out the screw holes that are provided on my BST2s to enable M6 mounting, but that was a simple affair. It took less than a minute. Dropping this very heavy pedal plate into position in my rig took a bit of effort. In the cupboard, as you can see, I have literally no space, and I definitely had scraped knuckles, and it was very difficult. A lot of grunting and horrible noises to get it in here. So my advice is give yourself plenty of room to do this. Don't be me. With the pedals and the bass shakers in place, with the original weight of this unit, it weighs not much less than my children. If you've got the option, I think it would be good to get a second pair of hands helping you with this so you can get the adjustment that you want for your pedals without having to injure yourself in that process. One thing I did notice when I was going about the assembly of this pedal plate was that the coating used does scratch quite easily. It also makes a horrible sound if you're using boots. Don't know why. Now, the scratches for me, they don't bother me too much, and I'll probably use a touch-up pen to give it a clean black finish, but it's something you should be aware of. With the pedal plate in place, the next job was to jump into the car and give it a go. I felt no movement from the mount, which I used 4 bolts on. You have more provided, so if you need a little bit of extra stability there, you should be able to get it. However, using 4 bolts was pretty solid for me. Talking of solid, the lack of flex, which I had grown used to with the old pedal tray, which was definitely noticeable, you have none of this with the new pedal tray at all, and it definitely helps you with consistency under braking, especially heavy braking. I had thought moving to this pedal plate would reduce the effects that I feel from the bass shakers. However, that doesn't seem to be the case for me. I do feel more vibration through the floor, however, and that might be a problem for people that have neighbours that are particularly sensitive to that. With the shakers turned up, I was able to feel a lot of force through the pedal arms and through my heel, and that is fantastic news. I'll be turning it up in the appropriate moments and obviously turning it down when I race overnight. This pedal plate, officially branded as the Prime Pedal Plate Plus, is a fantastic upgrade over the stock GT Omega Prime one. It does appear to be a direct clone of SimLab's pedal base used in the P1X, but with some slightly lighter weight profile in use. It's a shame it scratches so easily, and it would have been nice if GT Omega had supplied it with some M6 T-nuts and bolts to be able to use it with Huizinfeld hardware out of the box. The lack of flex and high variability of mounting positions makes this a must-have upgrade for original Prime users sporting load cell pedals. This quality comes at a price though. This pedal plate will set you back £100, and it weighs as much as 2 small children. This pedal plate comes in at a slight reduction on SimLab's offering, and there are compromises to get it into that envelope. It uses thinner profile, which you're not necessarily going to notice, and it scratches very easily with the coating they've used for painting it. That you will notice a bit more. One thing to note with this is the rig floor that I had for my Prime rig I can no longer use because it doesn't fit in to the envelope left for me with the Pedal Plate Plus. Now, this is probably a unique situation for me because I'm in this short space. However, it is something to note that you may have some hardware you can't use when you're using this. I'm going to be adapting that lovely checker plate, but still something you guys should be aware of. Pedal Plate Plus then is a great upgrade for Prime owners, and without a doubt worthy over the stock options. It isn't flawless, and you have to consider that when you're purchasing, but if you're okay with the risk of it getting scratched and of having to source your own bolts to get your pedals fitting, then this is still a good upgrade for you. And it is compatible with almost all 80/40 sim rigs out there. However, the same can be said for the opposition, and you might want to have a look at what their pedal options are and weigh up the pros and cons of all of them before making your purchase decision. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed having a look through the Pedal Plate Plus. I've certainly enjoyed trying to get this in the rig. It has been definitely a bit of a mammoth task and not something I want to repeat in a hurry. So you might have noticed a few additions that I've put there that I'm definitely going to be talking about later on. So if you've liked this video, are interested in what those additions might be, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.